Hi folks, welcome back to the Horde. A couple of minutes of the Speed Defies Gravity bike. There you go. Let's see, about 20 to 3. It is 24.6 degrees Celsius, 30% humidity. And look, I fixed the time on this one. Black tape, huh? If the government did that with a few things, maybe we wouldn't spend so much money. Anyway, it is 5/3 Sunday, and it's almost 76 degrees. So 24.6 centigrade, almost 76 Fahrenheit. You can see the sun's off my batteries there. Got the old Energizer in the background. We are 1 week away from Mother's Day, so if anybody needs to get a card in the mail, please do. You know, we all came from somewhere, and most of the time it was from our mothers. So if, once again, you got a wife, even though your wife isn't your mother, she'd appreciate a card. And for your mother, send her a Mother's Day card. She'll appreciate that. If she's no longer with us, say a quick prayer and think about her. She'll appreciate that also. Okay, folks, what am I up to? I'm finishing up the crap from yesterday, and you could see from piles of stuff all over the place, that and a million other things. So, yesterday I purchased this pressure washer. You could see 40, and I actually paid 35 for it. So this is what it says on it. So it's an Excell, 5 horsepower, and all that other crap. Came with the nozzles, and I put one of the nozzles in it. Most of these things you have to fire them up or they won't start, and this was no exception, which makes them very, very hard to sell at car shows and all, because you can't start them up, right? And you can't display that they work. So a lot of times you get a pretty decent deal on them. And here's the amount of pressure I have with it not running, right? And here's the amount of pressure I have with it running. Notice any difference? The answer is no. The pump's no pump. The way this is supposed to work is this is supposed to go up and down, and it's supposed to kind of shuttle back and forth. But see the way this metal thing is here, and if you go to the bottom, it's broken. There's a piece missing. I don't know, could you see my finger? Right, piece actually, the bottom metal, I don't know what you want to call that, reed. Let's call it a reed, yeah, what the hell. The reed is broken. And the reason why the reed is broken is it doesn't seem to pump. The pump seems to be pretty jammed. If I tap it here, right, I can kind of force it and force it back, but it literally kind of has to be tapped. So I'm thinking she needs a new pump. So for $35 I got a motor and a frame. I knew what I was getting into. It looks like a low mileage 5 horsepower motor, so I'm cool with this. So anyway, that was one thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. What I did was I lined up all the good sockets I got, and these are mostly Craftsman. There was one Mako here, Matco. I don't know if you guys could read that. Anyway, so there was one Matco. So I got all these sockets, right? You can see that, and then all of that, and all of those. Here, let me back up. So I got me a whole load of sockets. Pretty cool. Had a bunch of electrical stuff, and once again, this was from the box and the bucket. I gave the guy $5 for it. So I got all these electrical conduit things. I got a whole load of clamps, right? Loaded lug nuts. They seem to fit the golf carts, which makes me happy. These things, I got a little bag of these things. I don't know what they are. Looks like rivets for a belt or something, right? Leather. Assorted loose hardware. Some pipe type junk. I mean, this is the Chinese end of it, kind of my reject pile. Well, it shouldn't be in the reject pile. It came with saw blades, Lennox, so they're good. It came with this this screwdriver. It looks like it's from a Honda kit or something. You can pull the blade out and turn it around, and it turns into a Phillips head. So that's what I got from it. You know, broken socket, of course, some lamp cord, you know, some cheap keys, you know. I got this A to D, right? I don't know if it's any good. I don't do body work, so there it'll sit. So not bad. I mean, these sockets were easily worth the $5. Probably this pile of electrical stuff was worth the $5. The lug nuts were probably, if you throw in the saw blades with them, they were easily worth the $5. Even in the junk pile, you know, every once in a while you'll need a just a crappy socket to drive a bearing, or to sometimes you got to weld them to something, right? So they'll come in handy. I was even thinking, yeah, I'm dropping the good ones on the ground now. I was even thinking, if you need to make a bushing, right, with the cheap sockets, you can kind of turn the center, drill them out, and make a nice bushing with them, right? So anyway, that's the socket story. So this and that from yesterday's pile. I also put air in some tires. This tire took air, which makes me happy. If I clean this up, it matches one of the tires, right? Remember, I had that kind of bad tire on the 200X. Well, now I have a spare. This one is missing the valve, so I got to break the bead, put a valve into it before I can determine what kind of shape it's in. I put air in this one again while I had the compressor out, and in about an hour it ran out of air again. I should fill it, figure out where the leak is, figure out if I could slime it, because in a way I'd almost like to keep those boldies on the front of the bike. They'll make it a little more interesting to ride. Oh, also in the pile of stuff, I got this master cylinder. I think it's used. I don't know. I guess it'll be good for the scrap bin. So there we are. I guess that finishes off all the stuff I got from yesterday. I'm going to try to shorten these videos up, give 231 Flash a break. Alright guys, I want to thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing. Remember to keep your feet down, keep your head up, and please go out there and enjoy all your days, especially when you get a nice one like this, you know. You got the trees blossoming, right? You got all kinds of good stuff going on. Take care, folks. Bye.